Here she is. It's my tree that fell down in the winter storm. So, I know you guys know how much I love my chainsaw. So here's the thing about a chainsaw is it's dangerous, and I've never used one before we bought the mountain house. So last weekend we did about, I want to say, a quarter of the tree, and we made a nifty little pile of, well, we have two piles actually. We have one that's a burn pile, which is little tiny branches with a bunch of the leaves still on it. But then the bigger logs, we made a pile over here. I will show you. See? That pile's gonna get a whole lot bigger. And so yeah, I'm gonna get after it here. I'm gonna improve my chainsaw skills, and you're gonna get to watch. Yay for you! Bye! That was a very, very short time lapse, wasn't it? Yeah, I know, right? Because I had forgotten my safety glasses. Thankfully, my husband was kind enough to run me back up to the house so that I could find them, and now I have them, and now I'm going to get back to working on my tree. Safety first. So I'm having a little bit of a dilemma because I've got piles of brush all over the land. There's 5 piles now, I think, or 6 that need to be burned. But the tree is, the way it's fallen, probably 2/3 of it are on the hill, but then the rest are going down. It's going down into the gulch. So this area that I'm cutting right now, I'm fighting the slope of the hill as with a chainsaw in my hand and branches falling, and like, do I want them to fall down the hill? And then I have to drag them up to burn them later. Do I just let them fall where they are and see if they stay there? We're just trying to strategize. I've never logged a fallen tree before. This is the first time experience for me. So I'm trying to apply some logic and figure out what I don't want to do is just keep cutting, and then everything's in this big pile and it's a huge mess, and I can't, like, it makes it super difficult to manage as you're trying to pull the branches out. So what I'm wanting to do is at least get enough of the small branches off so that as I go into the bigger branches and create logs, you know, that the little stuff isn't in my way while I'm doing that. And again, keep in mind, I've never done this before, and I'm sure some of you have done this and have some amazing ideas that you could share with me. But I'm working on it right now. So I've talked it over with Joe, and we've decided we're going to continue to tip the stuff that's the little branches, get all the little branches off, and we're not going to move it very far. Like, we're just going to kind of keep it in this general vicinity, but get it out of the way so that when I do the bigger logs, it's not falling on a pile of a bunch of the smaller branches that'll make it difficult to pull the big logs out. So that's our plan now. Wish me luck. Sometimes the projects that we take on don't go the way we planned. It became very clear as I started working down the hill that it was not safe for me to continue to work on the tree. I started slipping and sliding down the hill. The other thing that we realized is that the chainsaw that we had is a little too small for a large oak tree. As we started getting to some of the bigger branches, I didn't have quite the right equipment. Between that and my lack of experience, it didn't seem safe to continue on with the project. But we did as much as we could for what we felt safe doing, and Joe and I talked about it and definitely agreed that it made sense to find a local arborist to help finish it. My goal is still to end up with a pile of logs because eventually we want to build out an outdoor fireplace off the back patio so that when twins come to visit, if it's a chilly night, we can light a fire out back and they can enjoy that under the stars. And so just one of the multiple things on the dream list for the Butterfly Ranch. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I am struggling with feeling discouraged by the circumstances, but am reminding myself to be grateful that I have this incredible place that I'm trying to create for twins. And I'm fortunate and blessed to have the resources to be able to have such an amazing space that is going to continue to evolve, and to also give myself some grace in that, you know, I'm still learning. I don't, you know, I've never dealt with chainsaws and fallen trees before. It's okay to admit when there's a project that's outside of my skill set, and that's why there's arborists in this world that can handle it for me. So anyways, that's it for this week's video. I'm gonna sign off, but please know that I love you all so very much, and I will look forward to catching up with you on the next project at the Butterfly Ranch.